welcome to the first ever Wow Budget Wednesday. Woo! I'm so excited. I have been wanting to do more budgeting on my channel and I just didn't see how, or I didn't figure out like what would be the best way of doing that. But I have an idea and I'm so excited to roll it out on my channel, and I'm so excited for you to be watching. Thank you for watching. So Wow Budget Wednesdays, what is it? Let me explain. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm gonna be budgeting for other people and recording it. Yeah, pretty simple. So super exciting. Definitely, if you are interested in me potentially doing a budget for you, which will be a free service, definitely be sure to shoot me an email at the email below. So exciting. So for today, we are going to be doing Alex's budget. Alex is not this person's real name, but for privacy's sake, we're going to call this person Alex. Alex informed me that he would like for me to do his budget for him, which was very exciting. And he even submitted copies of his actual bank statement right here, which was really exciting. And I like that because I feel like sometimes if you ask people like, oh, how much do you spend on this, or that, maybe they feel like they spent a certain amount, but in reality, like, the bank statement says otherwise. So we were able to fully analyze Alex's budget. And here is the breakdown. Dun-dun-dun! Alex is a 25-year-old dude. And when we asked him what his financial goals are, he said that he would really like to move out of his parents' house. He was very adamant about that. So basically, he's living at home, doesn't have any kids, but he really wants to move out, and so that's why he kind of wants to get himself together financially, and that's why he asked for us to do his budget. In terms of debt, Alex does have about $50,000 in student loan debt, and he also has about $7,000 in credit card debt. In terms of income, Alex makes $3,328 a month. So that's what we're working with. And again, we fully analyzed all of Alex's expenditures. There's no lying, Alex. I have your bank statement. I see how much it is that you spent at Chipotle. And so I have a little analysis and breakdown in terms of your spending. So let's jump right into that, shall we? Alrighty. So Alex, you are spending currently $685 a month on rent for your parents at your parents' place, which isn't bad, by the way. That's actually really good. So good job. You're saving a ton in regards to staying home, even though you still have to pay them rent. $685 is not bad for rent. You pay $80 a month for your cell phone bill, which is pretty typical. You have a car loan of $400 a month. Car insurance of $90 a month, and you paid for gas, tolls, and maintenance, because there were some like AutoZone and different expenses like that. That in total, the gas, tolls, and maintenance was about $170 a month. So that's how much you're spending. 400 plus 90 plus 170, that's kind of a lot in terms of transportation costs, but I don't know. That's how much it is that you're spending currently in total for transportation. For food at the grocery store, you spent $268, which is not terrible. And then I noticed for your credit card bills, even though you have a balance of $7,000, you're making payments of $100 a month towards your credit cards. For your student loan payments, even though you have a balance of $50,000, you're paying $418 a month towards your student loans. In total, you're like bills, you know, the things that you have to pay out of your entire paycheck, $2,211 is how much you're paying on bills. Now, that does leave some money left over because if you remember, Alex makes $3,328 a month. So there's a nice chunk of change left over. But
there's a lot of expenses.
Just as an example, subscriptions and memberships, Netflix, iTunes, GoDaddy, all of that stuff wasn't bad. But then you have a $96 gym membership. Listen, guys, Listen, I am out of shape right now. I'm trying to get into shape right now, especially as the weather is getting warmer. So I am all for health. But I feel like $96 a month is a lot. I don't know. Comment down below if you feel like that's okay. I guess maybe if you're like a super health buff, I don't know. Comment your opinion because I feel like $96 a month is kind of a lot. But that's how much he's paying for his gym membership. And then there was this other like miscellaneous expense that I had to Google. And that was for the daily burn. And I had no idea what that was. I was like, oh my God, is this like an inappropriate membership to something? Is this like some sort of a cream? I didn't know what the daily burn was. But I Googled it, and it's like also a fitness thing. It's like a fitness streaming service where I guess you do like videos, workout videos and stuff like that. And that's $15 a month. So between the gym membership and the streaming services and the Netflix and the iTunes and all of that, your subscriptions and your memberships come out to about $143 a month. So I think that's a little high, but that's how much you're spending. There was also a lot of like miscellaneous spending. You went out to eat, about $75 for the month. That's not bad. I was impressed by that, Alex. $75 for the whole entire month in terms of going out to eat. All of it was like Chipotle and Wendy's or whatever. I don't know if that's just because, you know, we're still in a global pandemic and people really aren't going out. But that's really good. You should keep that up. You took $140 out of the ATM. I don't like that because we don't know what the heck it even went toward. You know, sometimes people take money out of the ATM and then it's like, you might as well wash it down the drain because you don't even remember what you spent it on. And then let's talk about parking ticket, $87. I assume you don't get parking tickets all the time. I hope not. You had an overdraft fee with the bank. That was $36. And then the two things that really irritated me, shopping, different stores. I think Home Depot was on there and some other clothing stores, Macy's, different things like that. $225 for the month. I think that's a little high, buddy, especially since you're trying to save up to move out. You spent $225.47 on just shopping. Just like shopping. And then talk to me. Seriously, explain to me, because there were in total $473 on cable. I was confused. I'm still confused. That's a freaking lot of money to be spending on cable. It was like multiple purchases on just like cable. And there were two different cable companies. So I don't know if maybe you're like switching companies. Maybe you were with one company and now you're with a different company, or you're trying to pay off. Maybe you have a bill. I don't know what's going on with that. But we need to do something about that because $473 on cable it's redonkulous. It's really, really bad. So that, whoo, my heart is like jumping just thinking about it. And then you made a transfer of $230 into your savings account. So if you remember, we said that Alex makes $3,328 a month. And how much did you spend, Alex? For this particular month that you gave us the statements for, you spent $3,620.84. So you were in the negative $292. Yeah, no bueno. We reviewed all of your expenditures, as I discussed, and we did put together a fabulous new budget for you. Our goals for this particular budget were for you to definitely pay all of your bills, for you to maintain some remnant of your current lifestyle, like I can tell based off of the fact that you have a fancy dancy gym membership and a special gym streaming service, that fitness is obviously very, very important to you. I am a registered nurse, so I am all about health and advocating for health and well-being, and physical exercise is obviously huge when it comes to health. So definitely we wanted to keep that for you, even if I think $96 is a lot to spend on a gym membership. But it was something that we wanted to maintain for you. And also the other goal was to make sure that we carved out some space for saving. Because if you're talking about moving out on your own, not only should you be saving money for the deposit on the apartment, and furniture potentially you're going to need if you're moving out of your parents' house, and all the other expenses that go along with moving out. But in addition to that, you should really have an emergency savings. And based off of the fact that even though you made a deposit into your savings account, you were in the negative in your checking account. So I assume that maybe you just don't have a ton in terms of savings. And I highly advocate, especially if you're going to be going out on your own, you need to have an emergency savings. So that was a huge priority in terms of the goals for your budget. So let's see how we did. I am happy to inform you, in terms of your core bills, your food, your rent, all of those types of things, even your car payment, everything pretty much stayed the same. We really didn't make a ton of changes. As mentioned, the total that you were spending on bills in total was only about $2,200, and considering that you make well over $3,000, we figured that that was okay. So we didn't really want to change. I'm not making you sell your car or do anything crazy like that. So your bills are pretty much the same. The only major change that we did to your core bills is I actually want you to increase the amount that you are putting towards your credit cards. Stop putting expenses on your credit card. Stop using that credit card.
Burn it, light it on fire, freeze it, give it to your parents and tell them to hide it, bury it in the backyard.
Whatever it is that you have to do, but stop using that credit card. So just increase the amount that you're paying towards your credit cards. Pay it off. Stop using it. And so you'll have that in your pocket as spare cash that you can use if you need it. So please pay off that credit card. That is why we increased your credit card payment so much. So in addition to that, that's pretty much all we did in terms of your core bills. The majority of the changes in your special budget definitely went towards the more disposable income, right? So the money that's left over after we paid all of your bills for your allowance. Yes, I said allowance. You are giving yourself a monthly allowance. This is the amount that you are allowed to spend. You can spend it on whatever the heck it is that you want to. For your monthly allowance, you are now going to have $200 a month. I don't think that that's unfair. I know you're used to spending $200 and blah, blah, blah dollars plus another $75 on going out to eat and going shopping and all this other stuff, but you're gonna have to scale back a little bit. That's just a part of budgeting. Hello. So definitely with $200, you can still go out to eat. You can still buy clothes. You can still go out on dates and do whatever it is that you enjoy doing. But that you have to keep it to $200 a month. Okay, that's the deal. $200 of an allowance. And because we're so nice here at Wow Budget Wednesdays, we're so good. In addition to your $200 allowance, you also have your same $143 that you have been spending towards memberships and subscriptions. We're keeping that exactly the same. No change. So you get to keep your bougie, super expensive gym membership. Congratulations. You get to keep it. Those are the major changes. In addition to that, my other favorite change is to your savings. Prior to this, you were paying $230 a month on savings, but then you would usually, it looks like, go in the negative in terms of your checking. So you'd have to put that money back and you really weren't saving anything. Okay. Now you have enough in your budget worked in so that you can save $256 a month towards your emergency fund. Remember, we talked about that before. Super important, especially if you're going to be on your own. You want to have a nice little chunk of cash that you can go to if something goes wrong, so that way you don't have to get into debt and run up your credit cards or go back to your parents' house with your tail between your legs. We don't want that. So $256 a month is going into a savings account for your emergency savings. And another $256 a month is going towards your move out fund. So this is a special savings account that you are going to have where you're going to save up all of the money that you're going to need as the deposit when you get your own apartment, for furniture and whatever else it is that you are going to be needing now that you're moving out. And what is the one thing that we did not talk about? Sorry, Alex, but I freaking got rid of your cable subscription, buddy. It had to go. I don't even know what's going on. There were 2 different cable companies, multiple payments. I don't know what's happening, but pay off whatever it is that you have to towards this cable company and get rid of it. You already have a Netflix subscription. Your parents look like they pay for internet because you weren't paying for internet. Just stream. It's cheaper. Why would you be paying $400 a month for cable when Netflix exists? This is not a sponsored video, but Netflix, you need to sponsor me because, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. So whatever. Sorry, get rid of your crazy cable package. Tell them you don't want it anymore. Get rid of it because that cable package, it was not doing it for you, buddy. $400 a month, that is not okay. So we killed it. We killed the cable package. It is gonzo. Did we meet all of our goals? Let us check and see. We were able to balance our budget, so we're not overspending or overdrafting or going in the red every single month. We were able to maintain your current quality of life. Your super bougie gym membership that you love so much, you get to keep it. All of your regular bills, like your car loan and all this other stuff, is staying exactly the same. We were able to accommodate and make savings in your budget, which was super important. Emergency savings, and on top of that, a move out savings. So I would say it was very, very successful. And that's pretty much it, buddy. Alex, I'm going to be sending you your customized wow budget. It's going to be emailed to you shortly. And also, as a thank you for letting me do your budget and record it and show it on YouTube, you also get a $25 Amazon gift card. Because we nice like that. If you are interested in also having a free wow budget done for you, and we end up using the data that you provide and making a video on it for my channel, you also can get a $25 Amazon gift card. All you have to do, if interested, is shoot me an email at the email address below. I look forward to hearing from you. And that's gonna do it for me, guys. Definitely, I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye. Adios. Adios, amigos. Bye.